2. And I printed the agenda, but it's in my file here. Old business. Kinder Morgan, Tennessee Gas Pipeline.
Why doesn't Roger tell us his opinion of the meeting March 23rd?
Minus the rope, it was a hanging.
I thought the rope was there.
Yahoo! It was interesting, though.
I enjoyed it sitting at home. I knew if I went down, I might get up and say something I shouldn't say, so I just watched it from home.
We do have liquefied natural gas up at Pine Creek is on natural gas.
Mm-hmm.
We have it down at Cutler Road.
Mm-hmm.
Rick brought in a pipeline to his plant.
Right.
Which I thought, Rick Charbonneau got up and said, was very interesting because none of us knew he had to shut down his crushing plant several times during the day because he didn't, PSNH didn't have enough power to get him.
Right.
So he brought in natural gas, so now he should be all set.
It was fascinating to see, though, he gave us a breakdown of, he's going to save 65% of his energy costs just by switching over to natural gas.
Right.
He paid $2.4 million to run that gas pipeline in there.
Yep.
So, you know, he's got some heavy skin in play here. And what I really thought was interesting was that new UPS building that they built. He gave a breakdown of what it would cost in electric and
right.
Propane and natural gas, and it was a heck of a savings.
Mm-hmm.
So it's up to the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission. People don't understand, I don't think, that the selectmen have no yay or nay.
Not at all.
That they can put input, as anybody can, but it's up to the feds.
Not really anyone in the state, including the governor. I mean, they can.
That's right.
They can comment.
Mm-hmm. That's all.
That's the feds.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a transmission line. It's not. You're not going to tie into it unless Liberty Utilities is interested in tying into it and bringing gas to individuals or schools.
Well, what they did say that I picked up on was they said that their largest customer is Liberty.
One of,
yeah. There's like
in this area, the largest customer, I think they said, for this area.
And they were looking to expand their customer base,
right.
But they don't have the capacity.
So what I would like to know, the only question I would have to have the selectmen ask them is, do they have any plans, if the line is run through, will they be expanding the service in the town of Litchfield? Will they hypothetically run up Freer? Will they hypothetically run up Albuquerque? You know, is there any plans? That would be the only question I have. I mean, I can't see where it's going to make any difference, but those are the only questions I've gotten. You know, quite a few other people have got the same question that I've spoken to. I'm just curious about that. And so.
Well, anybody that heats with propane like I do, I pay through the nose through the winter.
Well, I heat with oil and it cost me $4,000. I mean, it's no bargain. So, you know, oh, I'd love to have.
Propane was only $5 a gallon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think
well, I'm on a budget plan, so I was kind of.
Just pay and pay and pay.
I think it was only $5 a gallon.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
But and also, as far as the safety aspect, I had a conversation with the fire chief afterwards. He's more concerned about ammonia tankers running up and down the railroad right across the river.
Yeah, across the other side of the river, yeah.
It really is about the gas line.
Yep.
So, and the above ground propane tanks, somebody backing into those are much more volatile than this is. So.
No, and that happens somewhere in the area at least once a year, that somebody backs over the top of a 500-gallon propane tank in the ground.
And as far as these things like just happened in New York City, that was an illegal operation that was happening with that gas pipe. So, you know, they were supposed to be shut down, and they just kept right on working.
Right. Yeah. And it was a contractor that broke the pipe. I mean, it wasn't a gas line that broke the pipe. It was a contractor. Okay. We have fishing derby. How are we doing on our fishing derby schedule?
We got the state permit, and I don't think I'll be there.
Let's just hope the ice melts.
Well, the pond looks good.
Does it?
Oh, it was pretty frozen Sunday when I was over there.
Chase Brook.
Yeah,
Chase Brook was
the top. Well, we always have it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had ducks in there recently.
really. Because Miles and I walked over Sunday. I mean, it probably wasn't a thick ice, but it was still.
Skimmed
Skimmed
over.
over, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure by midnight.
We got a little more time, so it should be gone by then.
I was in Walmart
Yeah.
today, and they were unloading all of their fishing equipment
And you
and
bought it
stuff.
off?
I was tempted, believe me. They had a bunch of, like, 4 different types of little kids fishing pole sets, things. A new thing they had that I hadn't seen before was a kit that had bobbers, hooks, a little box to hold all that stuff in. It didn't come with a pole, but
That'd be-
something like that would be good for like a second place prize.
Mhm.
And then they had something else I was looking at that I hadn't noticed there before. For the older kids, we could just get a bigger pole or something.
Yeah, I meant to bring up what we have from last year.
I was gonna say, do you have any poles left from last year? Are they all
Yeah,
gone?
we have
The big one?
ones.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, our meeting will be right before, like 2 days before the vision.
What day's the fishing derby?
The 9th. May 9th, and our meeting's May 7th.
Who's in?
Well, I'll be there,
All right.
obviously.
Me too.
We're looking down. Christopher and Brian will probably be there.
Now, last year, we had too many worms because it was not good weather. What should we do with worms this year? We had a good, what, 40 last year, 40.
And how much, I mean, what do we spend on worms?
We get the worms money back because we sell them and plus donations.
Just get the same number. That's what in the past, that's been worked right. I mean, that
In the
number's.
past, when the weather's
yeah.
good, yeah.
Mhm. So we bank on the weather being good, and if
And
not,
I put it in the refrigerator, and everybody yells at me.
that's right.
You
Just,
put-
they'll make a great sandwich.
Compost pile.
Maybe we could sell them half price or for a couple of cents, or not a couple of cents, but like a quarter or something after the fishing derby and,
Yeah, we've tried that, go
Oh,
back
okay.
like that afternoon.
Yeah, might be a few.
The weather
Yeah.
was so bad last year.
Oh, it was awful last year.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be better.
Although that was the year my grandson won the fishing pole.
So it wasn't totally bad.
no,
Oh, now what are we gonna do with the, do we wanna do the flyers again? I keep forgetting to find out who makes those, those signs that they're just tacking in for different events.
You mean in the ground?
Yeah.
well,
Like,
don't feed the geese signs are there. Can we just tack on
No,
top
I
of
mean
them?
to tell people when it is.
Oh,
We have our signs for the no fishing.
Mhm.
And we'll have to ask Jack if he's gonna put them up, or are we gonna put them up, or?
Jack
will put it up and ask him,
Yeah.
him and Les.
probably take one of those.
But I mean,
Tack things.
the flyers that we make like 500 copies seems like kind of a waste to make 500 copies to give to kids at the schools.
Yeah, you couldn't make some kind of a master and ask the principal to post it
Yeah,
where all the kids
just
would
post it
see
in the
or-
school. Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, we could do that, but how when they have the Strawberry Festival or
Yeah,
kids
right.
out there now,
Mhm.
they have them,
Yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
just stick them in the ground. We'll get a few of those.
Oh, like the political signs.
The political
too.
signs,
Yeah,
you just put
yeah,
the slider
that's
on it,
it.
that's all.
Yeah.
Actually,
Would Marshalls make?
Yeah.
I called Marshalls last year, but I don't think they knew what I was talking. They didn't give me the right price for what I was asking.
Oh, okay. Mhm.
But I'll try that again.
Have you posted it before like that?
No.
No.
Said that you're gonna pick up a lot more people if you do that.
No.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Put it like on Albuquerque and.
Mhm.
you can put it on phone poles like they do.
No,
No,
you
you
can't.
What about everybody puts their
Well,
missing
everybody's
dog
not right.
thing?
It's illegal, but people do it all the
If they
time.
jumped off the bridge, would you?
What
Yes.
about the school
After the
websites,
week,
since
yes.
everybody's so technological now? So-
If they'd let us, because we have to put on the flyer, not a school,
Oh,
activity.
I see.
I have another thought.
Besides
you know-
football.
Yeah, besides the phone pole. Right now, no matter where you go, you see these little stakes that were in the ground so people knew where to plow, where not to plow.
Yeah, right. Mhm.
If we could gather up a bunch of those, yeah, hey,
Yeah.
you know,
So what are you doing with it?
that's
Off
me.
people's yard.
Recycle
Maybe at the dump.
at the dump.
She's been hanging around with Pat. Recycle.
Oh, God.
I'll
Yeah.
call Marshall's.
Yeah.
But you could put them on the corners of the different streets
We
and
get a
stuff.
call in there, he's in the back of the police car.
With their
Who doesn't?
signs.
With the signs.
We could, I know, we could go
Richard,
get.
Oh, I
you'll
see
be on
some-
my
Pipeline
personal
signs,
phone
use
call
back.
list.
I see a whole bunch of illegal signs on 3A now.
Yeah.
Well, take them to no pipeline signs. and
That's
turn
what I
around
just
and
said. I
use
see all those
those.
illegal signs, we'll use those. Yeah, we'll turn them over and use the other side. Mhm.
That's a good idea.
You go pick them up tomorrow, Marion.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
I got nothing better to do.
Good. I thought about taking some down tonight on the way home. Either having Kevin do his job and go pick them up. Yeah. Well, you and Ray, that was your job.
Yeah, well, we stand in the back of the pickup truck.
Yeah.
Telephone poles.
They used to go around and clean up all the illegal signage.
I think we could take the roof shoveling one down.
Yeah. hopefully,
Right. Yeah, I think that's done for the year. Is there anything else under the fishing derby other than the signage? We're gonna check with Marshall, see if we can make us something?
Check with Marshall. I think that's about.
Does he live near you? I know he's on Nesson is not he? Carl?
Marcos, I don't know.
No,
You don't know Carl?
well, he was on,
I thought he was on Nesson.
I
Huh?
know
Up
where his
Castle?
business is up off of.
No, he lives right near you somewhere.
I
Unless he's
don't know.
moved. Has he moved? Oh, he has?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just leave it
Good
at
thing.
that.
Okay.
That,
Oh,
that
okay.
street's pretty rough up there these days.
Yeah.
Okay, so, what do you want? I think that's it for the fishing derby.
Well, I
Okay.
can start picking stuff up,
Yeah.
Yep.
prizes and things.
New business, map 2, lot 88, committee forming.
Okay, that's the piece that Rick owns.
Yep.
And I was supposed to bring that up. There isn't anything set yet for a date for this committee, but they want recreation, conservation, selectmen to be on the committee to discuss over 10 years what should happen.
Let it go back to Forest.
Do you have enough young blood on the commission here to make it 10 years?
Mike, there he is.
That's you.
You gotta carry the load.
Yeah, well.
The rest of us will come in with our walkers.
What a shot, yeah.
In the back.
Our oxygen tanks.
You guys, I always told Rick Sharp, I'm gonna live to 100 and be waving my cane at town meeting.
Yep,
You'll be out like Pat telling everybody the town history.
that's right. Somebody has to.
So that's all the news on that. I
So-
don't have a date yet.
So as soon as you get a date,
Yeah, I'll call you.
now they having a cap to how many people they want, or they leaving it
No.
open?
Yeah, you can
At least go to an open public meeting at least to start with, or,
Yeah.
committee meeting. Clean up 3A like we were supposed to do in the fall. It should be getting pretty dirty by now.
Yeah, it's pretty slimy.
Yep.
The whole town is pretty bad.
That's true. But our signage only goes from Pinecrest to Hillcrest.
That part we
Don't
can
get too
clean.
ambitious.
No.
I mean, you can, but,
Clean up date.
yeah.
Well, don't we normally have a town cleanup day?
Yeah, in May.
Usually right after hours, they usually
Yeah.
have one.
So you have a date that you want to pick? Or?
Oh, I have a date, but I'm real busy. Yeah. I'm busy 3 weeks, weekend.
Oh, my God.
Did anyone notice? I mean, how does 3 look in terms of snow right now?
Yeah, it's going, but it's still
Well,
places.
tomorrow's supposed to be 65,
Yeah, 65, maybe hit
but
70.
this, you're right, it's
Got a lot of snow yet.
got
It'll be towards the end of the month.
Yeah, I would think
Yeah.
so, another couple weeks away.
We go out and do it now.
And whatever's under the snow, it's under the snow.
the glaciers will melt.
That's right.
That's right.
That's the object.
I know. I can read between the lines. Yeah. What are your calendar looking like, yeah?
I'm looking pretty busy. Usually a Saturday, or will be light later in the weekday.
Days-
7:10
days-
sunset now.
Yeah, the days are getting longer.
I work from home Wednesdays and Fridays, and I'm done at 4.
You don't have to drive those days. I ride in the bus those days, huh? That's nice. Huh?
It is nice.
Wow, 4.
Yeah, if you want to do it,
Earth Day, we could do it Earth Day, April 22nd.
how appropriate.
What day is that on?
April 22nd,
I mean, yeah, what day is it on?
What day is it?
Wednesday.
Okay, sounds
Yeah,
good.
She's Thursday and Friday.
No, Wednesday and Friday.
she
Oh,
said.
Wednesday and Friday.
Yeah, right.
Oh, might as well do it.
Okay.
Earth Day.
April 22nd,
Yeah, that
That's right,
sounds
April
good.
22nd.
if it's not snowing.
Yeah.
What time?
Oh, what time, yeah.
5:30?
5:30 's good.
5:30, yeah.
5:30.
April 22nd, Wednesday. I missed that shot.
Old Town Hall.
Yeah, right.
The li-
The library.
inside joke.
Rainfall report.
Oh,
Do we have any?
yes.
It rained?
We had 6.5 inches of snow in the month of April, month of March. We had 2.93 inches of liquid precipitation. That includes rain and melted snow. We had 2 days of minus 0 days. We had a -2 on the 1st, a -4 on the 6th. We had some pretty cold days.
Mhm.
Nothing really. I meant to get the average, but I was running late, so I didn't get it.
Didn't get the average, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much liquid is it?
2.93?
2.93.
So how do you tell how much is melted? Do you have a,
I have a canister. It's calibrated, and then the snow falls in it. You melt it, and then you put it in another can. And I have a special stick that you have to measure it.
it's like a tennis?
Yes.
I have a bunch of other business.
Okay, we'll do, what did we just do? We did rain. Now we're doing budget.
Yeah,
Zero,
well, I
zero,
don't know
zero?
what's- I don't. Doesn't look big
That's what we
enough.
expected anyhow.
They must meet before.
The weather and that's about
Both.
So what do we want to do about the bat box? Do I want to beg Jason for $200?
Where's it
We
gonna
got a gate,
go?
we got a gate to worry about. Let's worry about
Oh,
the
yeah,
gate
that
first.
gate.
I wouldn't worry about the bat box. I think the most important thing we got is the gate for liability purposes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Which gate's this?
Morse Falls.
Morse Falls. Because remember they got a price to get one from Tractor Supply?
Uh-huh.
It was around a couple $100 or so, I forget now.
Yeah, and I think if you looked a little closer, you could buy a bat box cheaper than $200.
I would think so.
Yeah,
Could
because
probably
these
make one.
That's showing the kids at the high school to make one.
never, they're somewhat kind of plastic, hard plastic that they never have to maintain them, but, you know, the wooden ones will hold up for 10 or 15 years.
Yeah, right. Again, we'll go with that same theory we had earlier about who's gonna be around to, you know.
Where is it gonna go?
Well,
Let's
he
not go
wants
back.
us to- Yeah, water.
We're looking at 15-year lifetimes expectancies now. Huh? I just had a birthday last week. Yeah, 15 more years. That wouldn't be bad. Huh?
You got there putting up that bucket.
Yeah, wooden
He
ones.
says we'll get a bunch of people and just push it up.
Wooden ones. Yeah, wooden ones. Yeah. Well, didn't the high school make some one time?
No, my son made some a number of years ago when he was junior high.
Okay.
I think high school did.
That might be a nice project
I know.
for part of their community
Yeah,
project.
the high school kids.
Yeah.
Does anybody know the shop teacher or?
Yes, I do, as a matter of fact.
Is that still the same guy? The guy from Remember?
Chuck, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, I would say give him, put a bucket in, get him. See if they can make a couple.
Yeah.
We can donate the material. Yeah.
Okay.
Good idea. Correspondence.
Bunch of correspondence.
Okay.
Okay. First, we have an intent to cut from Phyllis Riley,
I
who
read
is next door to.
Next door to-
that was just cut.
That's how she decided it was time, yeah.
She's got 99,000 board feet of white pine. That other guy had 150,000 board feet.
So she has how many?
90.
90,000? Yeah.
90? Yeah. I
Do you have
guess.
any idea how many board feet are in a tree? Or are you gonna,
It depends on which size tree,
Yeah, and how long they.
and how tall it is.
Yeah.
so does that mean anything to anyone here? Doesn't, 99,000 doesn't mean?
The forester could tell you, but.
No, matter of fact, I think it might behoove us to request the forester to come in when they get done both those sites, and just have him come in and do an evaluation, see if they would do that,
Somebody
Of the
was,
site?
on both sites.
somebody was out on the bunny site today.
But they're down there ready, they build the hut, they're building the mounds and everything, cutting trees
And
down.
then do some more vegetative spraying too, at Morse Falls and the mustard. I have signed the paper today.
So are they just taking pine? Are they?
No, pine, oak, 4,000 oak,
Hmm.
7 pallet or tie logs, and 60 hardwood and aspen, 1,000 poultry chips. Yeah, it would be good to have him come in and explain
Yeah.
this to us too.
Yeah, and also, look, come in and explain, have the forester come in and explain, and also, like I say, I'd like to have him come up and go in and review the site, because they could tell you the stumpage, just to go and measure up the stumpage, and they could tell you what, if there was a
Well,
good measure.
I think, I don't know if they do it on every site, but, or randomly, go in and check, right, see if it agrees with.
Very
what-
randomly, I
Very
understand.
very randomly, yeah.
Now, there's a new road that's going in,
Hamel Circle, it's the only new road, off Nelson Cave.
no, it's off of 3A.
In Manchester?
No, down here.
I
If
can
you,
see it from here.
Oh, that's so fast.
down
By-
Down here.
by Lauren-
3A,
Yeah, okay.
South,
south,
So,
right,
by Lauren Jean's house, you know Lauren?
yes.
No, it's not.
and that's not new one, they've been doing that since last year, they've been
It's
working
not
out there
new
for
road.
2 years.
It's a logging, logging.
Logging and logging and
Well, that's the
logging.
National Slattery piece on that.
And I see these big
That's
metal.
That's the power line.
line.
That's the power line
The
transfer.
new power line.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been watching. I've been watching.
You've been watching too?
Oh, all the time.
Goes by twice a day.
Yeah, twice a day.
Now, this piece, they intend to cut, will they be cutting this year?
Yeah, I think the plan's while they're there.
It's getting late, isn't it?
While they're here, I guess they're gonna keep going.
What's the purpose of the cutting?
To sell the wood?
Regenerate, sell the wood and regenerate more wood.
Yeah.
Forestry is a renewable resource. People don't
Wait till you see
understand.
the deer in there next year.
Yeah. The deer will like it because young stuff will be coming up.
Yeah.
It's actually better for the deer.
Why can't they leave the hardwoods?
This is a market for it.
There's a market, yeah. They took mostly pine out of
Yeah.
other place.
Finding that- They took some hemlock too, didn't
Now, we looked at the Page Road site, our piece
Yeah.
this week, and I don't know if he was saying the forester, 4,000 for that and the Cutler Road piece. I don't see how they're getting $4,000 out of our piece. It's mostly dead and dying wood in there, not a couple big pines, but, so I don't know if he meant with Cutler Road. Kevin and I can't really see any point in cutting Cutler Road because the voters voted down the engineering to,
Right.
but Jack wants to take the large stuff out of there, so I don't know what will happen from that road agent. We did look at it with one logger, another logger's gonna look at it next week, just to give us a price on that.
he? Well, Jack was looking to open it up so that the sun would be more
Let the
on
sun
the
in, so you
road.
want to-
Page Road, definitely, and then
Yeah.
we talked to the guy who's doing Slattery's logging, and he's gonna talk to him and see if we could take some of that stuff, because I said to Ken, well, look where the sun is, the sun's over there
On
behind
that
those
side, yeah, on
trees.
the other side of the road, I know.
So, we
Yeah.
really need to take some of those down the road.
Yeah, that'd actually be a very smart move, you know, from the,
And then I guess Jack felt that down on the curve, it's worse, but our land doesn't go down.
you know, who's that?
They went
Is that
up to
Jackson?
Mrs. Preston.
Huh?
Mrs. Preston and that
Oh,
little
yeah,
brick house.
okay, little house, the brick house.
They're gonna go talk to
Mhm.
her.
Yeah.
So, we haven't decided yet, but that should hopefully maybe be done this year. Well, definitely Jack wants it done before next winter.
Yeah, right, understandably.
We got, paperwork from Kurt Lappin, who is in Hudson. He's been working on the American chestnut program,
Oh, yeah.
blight-resistant American chestnuts. They planted 8 of them at Benson's in 2011. They found a native one at Alvin High School
Hmm.
in 2014. He says, I posted this up there. The first steps are to locate a wild American chestnut that's survived long enough to flower, and then pollinate these survivors with the blight-resistant pollen. So they found this one, and they hope to work with the forestry students. You can observe potentially blight-resistant American chestnuts at Benson's. If you or your group would like a presentation to learn about the American chestnut restoration and Alvin pollination, contact Kurt Lappin.
That might be interesting.
Yeah, really.
So how does that work? Do they bring a bee over to the Alvern one and
We'll use a Q-tip.
then they bring it over to the other?
Yes.
ones, or-
Yeah, or a paintbrush, the same way,
And
yeah.
they actually wrap like a piece of cheesecloth around it,
Uh-huh.
so that when it makes the nut, they capture it, and then they take the seed and they plant it. Because the nut
After
is
it's
actually the
pollinated.
seed of the tree.
Mhm.
That's legal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look,
He's not-
you look
he's not-
suspicious.
How do you think the tree reproduces?
Yes.
I never got the birds in the nest.
We gotta start from the basics of the
Let's move on.
Here's a water supply line from Winter for Roger.
Okay.
Then I was going through the planning board of files. You'll find these most interesting. From the town of Hudson, March of 2000. Dear Mr. Levesque, the purpose of this letter is to notify you that we plan to implement a protection program in order to protect our source of public drinking water. Implementing this program will also allows us to apply for cost-saving waivers from certain drinking water sampling requirements under, that's why they do waivers from drinking water sampling requirements. But I thought that was kind of interesting that in 2000 they were interested in protecting
In their
their water
water?
sources.
Mm-hmm. But now they're not.
Maybe I should send them a copy of the letter. they
Yeah,
sent.
maybe, yeah, well, because it's all new players.
Yeah.
There's none of them that have any idea what's going on.
When was that dated?
2000.
Wow.
So I was cleaning the planning board files and came across this.
Yeah.
And then, I want to give this to Richard.
But no, was that owned by People's Water at that time? Was that owned by?
No, Pennachuck. Gary Tetley.
Has it been that long since they bought it?
Hudson, yeah,
Is it really?
98.
yeah.
Oh my God, it seemed like yesterday.
It was.
Sorry, that's what happens when you're, yeah, that's right, for us old timers. Yeah.
Then, I remembered this letter from 89. Am I dating myself?
Yeah. No.
From our former council, Stephen Buckley, about conservation restrictions on, he says, in the future, the planning board may wish to broaden the scope of the conservation restriction it imposes on lands reserved for conservation purposes. I'm enclosing a more elaborate conservation easement used in the Land Conservation Investment Program for your information. So I'll give this to Richard.
Yeah, let Richard
Take
review
a
this.
look at it.
Yeah,
Why was it good then and it's not now?
that's right. Well, just remember who the players are. Again,
It has never been changed.
Thank you.
It should
We never
still-
did it.
we'll never
Yeah,
get
I mean,
implemented.
Obviously, I'm just a little leery of, stepping on town council's toes
Well,
and getting
yeah.
into that discussion again.
But just read it and see what you
Just read what you think, and see if you
okay.
think there's something that has some merit. If they have some merit, it might be worth arguing.
Oh, and then spring workshops. I did sign up for, today I signed up for mitigating wetlands because it's in Nashua. It's $25 per conservation commission, so if anyone wants to go, April 23rd, 6 to 8:30 p.m. Looks pretty good. They'll talk about functional values of wetlands, describe how upland buffers are essential to the proper functioning of a wetland. Then they'll have a little side discussion. Subset of this talk will discuss probable impacts from the proposed gas pipeline in southern New Hampshire and how municipalities can be vigilant and proactive in addressing aquatic resource loss. April 23rd.
Right there, the day after you pick up 3A.
Oh yeah, better put that on.
And you're going to that?
Yeah.
Want to make sure your memory is still good.
There you go.
Oh, and which I have to get Tom to sign my receipt.
Mhm.
There it is.
Oh, I got sworn in.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah. One last thing here. I don't know how Jason came across this, I guess, under town property. There's a piece of land at the end of Pinecrest Hillcrest.
Hokumstrom, near Hokumstrom? Or near L?
Behind Evergreen Circle.
Yep, behind Evergreen Circle. Need help getting up? We'll see if we can find a young fella to help.
Here's Pinecrest, and here's wetlands.
Londonderry?
Evergreen.
Yeah.
That's the town line.
Oh, that,
I think that's the town line.
yeah, I think so, yeah.
And then the next lot down is 11. I guess I'm just supposed to update you on. So that piece, there's Kiln and Evergreen's over here. That is a long piece that comes down here, and here's the proposed pipeline route.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well,
We could tap into it there. Hmm.
on that piece of land,
Mhm.
there's a few thousand restrictions.
Oh, no.
Where'd that one come from?
We got that as part of this subdivision.
Oh, okay.
Is that landlocked?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Only access is through lot 6, which is up here. It's part of
And that's a,
subdivision house lot.
and that's a private, somebody's got a house on that
Yeah.
one? So really, there's no access to
Yeah.
it?
Well, they would be coming this way. But
Down
it
the power
says,
lines.
"The conservation area is subject to the following restrictions. No land shall be graded, dredged, or filled. No tree with a diameter of 6 inches or more shall be cut, and no structure shall be located without the written permission of the Conservation Commission. Cutting or clearing of underbrush shall be minimized. Access to Lot 7, which is this big lot,
Mhm.
will be through the access and conservation easements over Lot 6, and will be restricted to officials of the town of Litchfield and their designated representatives." So our lawyer says, I agree with you regarding the language on page 4, which is what I just read. I think all of those activities require the written permission of the Conservation Commission. However, I read similar language on page 6 differently due to the punctuation. On page 6, I think there can be no grading, dredging, or filling, and no removal of trees with a diameter of 6 inches or more at all. Structures may be located, but only with permission of the Concom.
Yeah, but isn't that point mute?
Yes.
If this is power lines, I mean, they do it all the
Well,
time.
power line has an easement, right, so Jason just wanted me to bring it to your attention. I don't know, do we have to give them permission, or what?
Yeah, do we have to, it's like the other piece of land, do we need to walk it? Does somebody need to walk out there?
No. I don't think so. It's pretty wet out in here, and then, of course, there's dry land out here. I should take you guys out here on,
Is that the power lines that's on, is it High Range Road or Wiley Road?
it goes
When-
up through the,
When Pinecrest and Hillcrest comes together, doesn't that come to Wiley Hill Road that takes you up through?
Yeah.
Is that set of power lines that you come to?
not the one.
Not that one,
There's
no.
one that comes this way.
That probably intersects with it. This one's going the other way.
I think this one might go up through that gravel area.
I was gonna say, that's going through Rick's fields up there.
Yeah.
Proximity to the fields he built up there, the soccer fields and stuff he
Oh,
built in
yeah,
Londonderry.
yeah, well,
Yeah, the old concrete place used to be in that
French Hill
area.
used to be.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
yeah, right, exactly.
Now it's French Flats.
That's right,
Yeah.
that's right. That's the
So-
snowmobile days, it used to be French Hill up there. We used to go, that was
There's
a
an
destination point.
An access on this lot that, when they redo the tax map, I'm gonna get it on there, because there's an easement across here to get to, we had, wood duck boxes out there. We really need to get out there and see
I
what's
didn't know
going
we
on.
owned that.
Yeah, we got it as part of this little piece of dry land out there, pretty nice out there. So, that's, and then there was another lot, 1060.
And if you walk that lot far enough, you come out on the West Road, right?
Yeah, well, you'd have to go off that, leave that lot and go into, into Londonderry land.
London, but yeah.
And you'd be in water, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
1060.
We need to get a conservation committee helicopter. Then we can fly over.
My husband's building
Yeah.
building a drone, it's just about done. He tried it in the living room today, I guess it flies.
He flew it in the living room.
At least it went up, but I think it has some,
We need to get a camera on it then.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, at least a camera. I was thinking more like a whole helicopter. We could take a couple of the committee at a time.
1060, where the heck is 1060? Oh, yeah, it's this piece over here.
Where I
Where,
am? What street are you
Hamel
on?
is right here.
Okay.
And Rogers right over here someplace. There's a little access in there to this piece, and the power line goes through there, but I don't think that has any restrictions on it.
So this is gonna be called Incinerator Row? Incineration Row, I'm sorry.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I bet they never wish that buzzword out.
Yeah, Manny's coming home from Florida this week, so I don't know the man, but I passed that on the new name for his road going in.
I was talking to his lawyer today, and I asked him what he told me, but he hasn't talked to him about it yet. But he'll be letting all those people know that buy those houses, that
That
it
there
might
is a-
happen.
Yeah, there could be a pipeline going through. Yeah. There's worse things.
What, I'm sorry, what brought this up though? Like,
Because it's on the co-location power line of where the pipeline would go.
okay, that's,
So,
I was wondering too.
Jason's suggesting that we consider whether or not we're going to get permission?
I said, we could hold the whole thing up.
Was that?
I said, we could hold the whole thing, no, we couldn't.
No, you couldn't hold
No,
up
I mean,
this.
I'm just saying, aren't we better off giving permission so that they will see
Yeah,
that there, would you say there are wetlands there and such?
yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, I mean, if we said, no, they just take it by eminent domain.
That's right, exactly.
did laugh. No.
That's right.
Well, in this phase, if you just don't allow them on the property, they won't know that there's anything there that is of
Right, I
concern.
Right.
mean, yeah, that's
You're
what
just,
the guy said
your own
several
worst enemy
times
at that
the
point.
meeting.
Mhm.
You're better
Yeah.
off letting us on the property to survey it, so we know what's
Yeah,
there.
exactly. So at least something in there. Ideas. What else we got in that stack of mail?
I sent all of you that whole thing about all the different, spring seminars that are coming up. And this is, what's this one, I get several.
I get those electronically now.
Get that, you know, and I think that's,
March 5th minutes then, if you have nothing else to come up with. I just realized John is missing. I
Is
just
he,
realized John is missing.
is he still our rep?
no, our rep is, maybe Brent.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and that's probably.
Does anybody need a copy?
That's why
Good
he's
evening,
not
Brent, sorry you're not
Well,
here.
here. I changed everybody on the planning board. We have to change the conservation.
Do you have another copy of that?
What?
This, oh,
Well, no, no, not that.
oh.
They're always
The
the last
minutes?
one to know anyway.
Yeah, the proposal. Delete.
They're always
Yeah.
the last
I
one to
swear to
know.
That's
God,
true.
I'm getting Alzheimer's.
That's true.
Huh?
Jason would have got on.
What is that, behind Garrett's name, what is that PG?
Yeah, is that his name?
Oh, what, me?
Gaskin PG, New Hampshire.
Is
Isn't
his name
that,
Garrett?
no, that's his title.
PG?
PG,
What does PG stand for?
special guidance. Parent-
I,
parental
yeah, but I
guidance?
Googled it and that's what it came up.
I think we just take that out.
Alrighty.
So
I
he's,
had to laugh today, when a kid calls from Rockingham County Conservation District, and they wanna, I have sign off on the herbiciding on the New Hampshire Fish and Game Access piece. Almost burst out laughing. The what? New Hampshire Fish and Game Access piece? Yeah, he said, I don't know where it is. I said, yeah, I know where it is.
Do you guys, I get a couple
Anybody need
extra
a minutes?
copies.
I got something.
you get yours electronically? Oh,
Oops, sorry, Tom.
no
You need
problem.
to reach in front of you.
that's fine.
And one for Richard? No, you're all set? Okay.
Oh,
My
God.
chair's collapsing.
New playing fields.
It's both sides. I just,
Oh,
I
yeah.
got 2 pages, I got 2 sides.
I know, I think it has an extra page
Has a
in there, sorry.
possibility to hold new playing fields, letting
Yeah, there's one that's just got a draft notification.
I'll get on that committee.
I figured you might want to do that.
Yeah, I'd like to maybe too.
You too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put you down.
We will not have any new ball fields.
Well, keep your eyes open if they close some other fields.
Not gonna happen.
Rest of it looks good.
I just realized the fans are on. Is it that hot in here? Or you-
Well, good because the
The heat rises?
Heat is up there, yeah, so it's,
Okay. So we're bringing it down, okay.
I think we're all set, huh?
Yep.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we accept this as is.
Is there a
Except for
second?
that PG.
Except for that PG being deleted.
Oh, yeah, as amended.
Yeah, okay. Is there a
Second
second?
motion?
Seconded, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Consider it unanimous?
Do you want to amend the weather forecasting there? We had 90.25 inches
Didn't work,
of
huh?
snow
Oh,
as
yeah, I
of
wasn't here.
the month of February. You want to add the 6.5 inches to bring the total up to 96.75.
Oh, for the whole year, you mean? Is that-
Yeah. Up to the month of,
Well, it's accurate as written.
Yeah.
no, I'm saying amend today's.
Oh, today's?
You know,
Yeah, just add that,
Oh, oh.
add that number that the total to date is, to the day, as of
I
the
got to
first day of,
abstain from
the
these
first day of
minutes
April.
because I wasn't here last month.
I think he's gonna still vote, but whatever.
Total
Whatever
to
you
date, what was it?
it would be 96.75 inches of snow. anyone cares.
Well, it's good to know.
Boston, but
Yeah, we did. Didn't they only at 70?
110.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Yeah, where you been? Haven't you been to Boston? You told us you went to work and now we find out you didn't? Jeez.
I stayed home on those days, I'm sorry.
When we had that real big snow, I didn't get anywhere near the snow that they had recorded, they said we did. I was under, I don't know what,
That's one of 30-something inches?
for my backyard.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I think it's really strange in Litchfield, though. Doesn't it really vary from?
I think so
short
tremendously.
distances?
Yeah.
I don't know, it took me forever to be able to find my barbecue under all that snow. I must have had 4 feet of snow sitting right on top of it.
There was 7 feet of snow where by my mailbox, it's all gone now, it's just amazing it's gone.
Yeah.
Really?
Wow. Commissioners' comments or other business? You been to any commission meetings?
What's happening at Limerlac these days?
Oh, the Limerick meeting.
Yeah.
There's something with the Flatley property. I got a recent email. And I know Gene Porter sent something, I saw the email to you about the boat access.
Yeah, with Kinder Morgan, he was trying to work a boat access, but I know people who own the land down there by the river, and it's not gonna happen. Litchfield side.
We'll take it by eminent domain. She'll really like that.
Our next meeting, I think, is the end of April.
Where's the Flatley property?
I think it's in Merrimack. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Something going on in Merrimack. There's a lot of stuff going on in Merrimack.
Was anything happening with that big piece?
The big parcel where they wanted to put the web place?
By St.
The web
whatever?
distribution?
St.
Yeah,
You
Web-
know, that sounds familiar.
That's where Webb was gonna go. They were gonna build that
Yeah.
new
But they're not
gigantic.
now.
No, they backed down quite rapidly.
But it's posted as, commercial.
Oh, yeah, I
goods,
mean, it is what it is. Yeah.
Nice piece of property.
Like I say, you can stop it, just buy it.
Yeah. You want that word back?
Did you want that
You
one
want that
back?
back?
You want that one back, is that Marion?
No,
I
that
thought
was
you
for you,
wanted
Tom.
But
What is the matter with us
I know,
tonight?
I thought I heard you say you wanted something, so then I didn't know what it was you wanted.
it was the minutes.
What?
Oh, okay, what?
Yeah, it's Merrimack Planning Board. I guess the Flatley mixed-use project has been approved.
We meet in the back room.
Location? I assume it's on the river, is that why it's?
I think so, yeah.
We
It's
did
gotta
that,
be.
we can bring in snacks.
Looks like they're looking for comments. What's going on?
Which is right across from my office. Snacks in the back.
April 23rd is the next meeting for Limerick at Nashville Public Library at 7.
So where's the Flatley properties on the river?
He's trying to figure out from,
Yeah, I think,
I was getting the minutes, but lately I haven't, unless you haven't had regular meetings.
well, it's been sporadic, so, because there's not a lot of stuff on the agenda, they usually will not have a meeting. Has been approved. It's awaiting detailed site plans.
For Flatley?
Yeah, that's all I know.
I don't.
Oh, wait a
Is
minute.
that piece up north Merrimack? That big piece?
I don't know.
Meaning, if
Mixed
we review
use.
the I guess there's a proposed expansion as well for the brewery
Oh, really?
west of the river, yeah.
Really?
Something about the main building.
But that'd be nice if they, because I know a lot of guys are worried about them, because that's the smallest one in their system, they're afraid they're gonna just gone. Yeah,
That's about it.
that'd be wonderful. Wonderful, all the folks that work there. Did I miss a page on my minutes, or did,
No.
no? Okay, I'm just looking to see if I had another one
Oh,
here.
there was one other thing about the Sky Comprehensive Trail Services. I guess they'll build the trail. We provide cost-effective services to enhance private and publicly owned properties. Many of our employees have over 15 years of trail building experience, so you want to build a trail, keep them in mind.
For a fee?
Oh, yeah.
I'm being a wise guy.
Yeah.
You don't go out there with your bushwhacking knife and
They also have GPS mapping, signage, risk management, natural and technical feature enhancement, construction, training and education, scheduled maintenance and grant writing.
Now, where are they out of?
Don't want us to build it, we can train anyone on how to build sustainable trails, including workshops and trailers.
Where are they out of?
They are out of
That'd be kinda cool.
Candia.
Oh, okay. Not local.
At one time, you didn't need all these architectural things to put in a trail.
Yeah, but you want to create it so it's not gonna erode and not have
Right. Mhm.
iron pins sticking up that you have to pound down later.
Well, I mean, I was just looking at this with just a clear
Stone base.
pathway.
Yeah.
That and you have more people using them now than
Yeah.
there ever did.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Become much more fashionable. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn unless somebody else has another.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Good night.
Good night.
I want to let everybody.